Hi guys, my name is Razain Haq, and today's presentation will focus on Reno's journey from a casino-based economy to a diversified one, and how the implication of these changes will affect the region's future. Reno is often called the biggest little city, and this statement is true in its purest sense. While Reno's economy for most of the 20th century was primarily centered on gaming and entertainment, it is now diversifying into a much broader base which spans healthcare, entrepreneurial startups, and technology based industries. The economy of Reno is primarily built upon the trade and service sector, with roughly 65% of the labor force employed in these professions. Roughly 25% of the labor force is working in the fields of construction, manufacturing, transportation, communication, public utilities, and finance related services. Furthermore, the state of Nevada has no corporate or personal income tax and is a right to work state. These factors have contributed to Nevada's tremendous growth in the recent years. To exemplify, in 2005, INC magazine named Reno number one place to do business in America based on job growth figures of 274 metropolitan areas. Due to Nevada's lenient laws on gambling, casinos have been a prevalent part of the state's economy. Today, casinos are synonymous with the city of Las Vegas. However, initially, Reno was the haven for casinos in Nevada. For years, a major part of northern Nevada's economy was based on the gaming and tourism industry. Estimates claim that during the 1990s, over 50% of the region's economy was based in the casino industry, with the industry itself growing by 20%. Reno's geographic location made it a hub for tourists from Northern California, and its proximity to Lake Tahoe fueled its tourism industry further. Peppermill has historically been Reno's largest casino in terms of revenue, and at its peak, the casino's annual profits were around $700 million. The implication of a casino-based economy is very unique, as the casinos can potentially save or destroy the area's economy. In Reno's case, casinos turned cannibalistic in nature in the sense that they restricted the economy to diversify, which paralyzed the city's future. When it comes to the technology-based industries in the US, Tesla is one of the most distinguished companies. In 2014, Tesla announced the construction of its enormous gigafactory that stretches over 3,200 acres of land on the outskirts of Reno. After the construction is over, it is expected that the building itself will measure the length of 107 football fields, and by the end of the decade, it will produce batteries for its electric cars at a planned production rate of 500,000 cars per year. Parallels with the gigafactory, the efforts to bring it to northern Nevada were massive. Nevada legislature had to hold a special session to discuss the enticements offered by the state official to sway the company to build a gigafactory near Reno and make the offer lucrative. This session lasted 2 straight days, and the lawmakers carefully drafted the bills that would finalize the historical deal. Finally, in the late night hours of September 11, 2014, Governor Brian Sandoval signed the bill into law. Besides Tesla, Switch is another tech company coming into Reno to develop power databases. Switch is currently constructing a 6.4 million square foot industrial campus that will utilize a fiber optic network to connect Reno, Las Vegas, San Francisco, and Los Angeles in what the company calls a super loop. When the facility is at full operating capacity, it will be the largest data center in the world, and it will be responsible for trapping over $3 billion of investment and create more than 400 jobs in the region. Other firms such as Panasonic, Apple, eBay, and even Microsoft have begun operations in the area near the gigafactory. As of 2016, the median rent has increased by 5%. Prices for existing condominium and townhouses have also increased by 10% from last year. Real estate is a real dilemma for Reno, as a Tesla factory will attract a huge influx of new settlers. If a resolution is not found soon, Reno could be looking at an inflation of housing prices. While the growing population has affected the real estate in a negative way, the damage it has caused to the schooling system is in no way comparable. Overcrowding, disintegrating infrastructure, and a lack of funding are among the few escalating problems faced by the school district. According to the data from the school district, just under $240 million is needed immediately for the area school. Additionally, more than $223 million will be needed throughout the next 10 years. Overcrowding and Repair Needs Committee says that 15 new schools, including elementary and high schools, are needed to meet the requirements of seating the current amount of students in the county. However, one Reno school that is already thriving is the University of Nevada, Reno, the oldest public school in the state. The school is consistently ranked as a Tier 1 public university, and in the recent years, it has been investing resources into expanding and renovating the campus as the student population has grown significantly. The university has also invested in the Career Studio, a program aimed at helping students obtain internships and jobs within Reno. It holds job fairs throughout the year on the campus and regularly interacts with the local businesses to understand what they are looking for in terms of background, skills, and qualification for potential employees from the college. The Career Studio is deemed to play a vital part in providing Tesla with skilled labor, as homegrown engineers from UNR do not need to leave the town for job opportunities anymore, giving incentives to the local skilled laborers. While the unfortunate past of a paralyzed economy still haunts Reno in some ways, the transformation of the city has begun in full speed. With the population now on the rise and the economy diversifying, Reno is starting to look like a perfect site for Nevada's Silicon Valley. Tesla alone promises the area billions of dollars in profit in the coming years. Companies like Tesla and Switch coming into the area signals the doorway for other Silicon Valley giants to follow. With the perfect proximity to the Bay Area and extremely cheap land rates, Reno's endeavor with the tech industry can result in great prosperity for the region in the years to come. Thank you all for watching, and a big thanks to the sources mentioned below.